So black. I swear. Oh
What is happening?
Oh man, hold on. We're probably gonna have to end the stream due to technical difficulties.
We're
Oh my
in the
god.
void.
Oh my god. Hold on. I can fix this.
Fix it. You got it. I believe
I
And
can
this
fix
stream,
this.
give it like a little bit of a.
No. I got it. I think I. Hold on. Shh, it's okay. I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
Just
fine.
bust out into tears.
Oh, look.
Yes.
Let's go.
I got it. I'm telling you, man. Oh my god.
I was getting ready to make a typical. Oh my
Oh.
Technical difficulties, calls.
Typical.
Oh my god.
You put those two words together so hard. Technical.
Oh man. What a way to
I
start.
Fucking intro, right?
I would like to tell our viewers that this before stream. This is basically what happens. It's just that we weren't fully prepared.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much the first 5 minutes before you actually hear us is this.
Yeah.
It's just us freaking the
Losing
fuck out.
fucking mind.
Yeah. Oh man. Oof.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
What
So if you
a-
missed it, we were in the void for a little bit. That's why we're laughing.
Yeah, we really were.
That's why we're laughing. No other reason.
Oh man.
Oh,
But good
God.
evening, everybody. Sorry.
Ah.
This was the most chaotic intro to an episode.
I don't know. I think what was the other episode? I think has us.
Oh no!
You know
no,
what?
Cat,
Yeah.
it was Cat's. Cat's episode was also very chaotic.
We were all over the place. I don't
Oh,
know. This one
man.
with the void, I think this one might win, but like by a little bit, you know? Like they're pretty similar, but we weren't in the void last time, so.
I think this one only goes up above
think-
the
I
other one
believe-
just because of the show, like the screen and everybody freaking out about it.
I was so confused too because I looked at it and it was like the beginning thing.
See, the thing is, I
And
had us
then-
muted, right? So like when I was just like, why is everything black? Why is everything black? I was like, I didn't think. I just like I kept this muted, and I was like, okay, maybe. But then you were like, never mind.
I was just
Oh?
like, what the heck?
Well,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
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 Let me look into that real quick. Oh, what?
what is happening?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Let me figure it out. Hold on.
Going
Oh,
What is going on? No,
Okay,
we are
so
not having this happen right now. Are you
What is
kidding me?
happening?
Stop.
They're bots. They're bots.
Oh,
my
man.
You know, and it's just timing them
no.
out.
Yeah,
Like, as soon as they say something.
because they have links, and I blocked everything for
Yeah.
links. Yes, let's go. Okay, sorry.
Let's fucking go.
Look at you
Woo.
being on top.
So
of
for
it.
our Spotify viewers or listeners, my bad. Yeah, we're getting invaded by bots who are trying to get people to buy followers, primes, and viewers. And there's just nonstop. Or well, there was
Suck it.
nonstop.
But
I mean, I think we could probably cut out like the beginning of this for Spotify.
I mean, yeah, but why
I
would you
think-
want to?
Well, I mean, because what they're gonna hear when they turn it on is us screaming, freaking out, and dying
Right.
laughing.
So I'll put in the
and they're not
description
gonna
that
know
we're
why for
starting
5
off.
minutes.
I'm going to put in the description, you know,
Mhm,
to
mhm.
say that it was a pretty chaotic beginning and explain the
All right.
situation. It's fine.
Okay.
Or hear me out. We could cut it or the audio for Spotify and say that if they want to listen to the full version, they could go
You
to
right.
YouTube.
You right. See,
I just feel like
That's
if
why I
they
need y'all on the
hit
team.
play, if they hit play, they're just gonna get their
Yeah.
Eardrums
I'll
busted.
begin the audio for the Spotify once Mo starts talking about the case.
All
I
right.
feel like
Well,
the audio does.
I'm gonna just do the entire intro.
Oh
So,
yeah.
good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 18 of the Powerpuff Babes podcast, where sugar meets spice and everything nice. And we're your hosts, Mo, Kat, and Allie. Happy Holly. Yeah, today's Holly. I'm not too familiar with it. Just trying to be more open, I guess, about a lot of holidays that aren't really big here in the US. So, Holi is a popular ancient Hindu festival, also known as the Festival of Spring, the Festival of Colors, or the Festival of Love. It's where they also they spray all that not spray, they throw up all that colorful powder and you see people covered in it. I always thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
too
didn't
much
know what it
about
was,
Holly.
but
Or Holly?
yeah,
No,
I've
it's
seen
holy.
like
Oh
some
my god.
things.
I told myself and I
Holy.
told the girls that okay, it's holy, and I totally forgot about it. I totally blanked out on that. Okay.
It's okay.
Well,
Yes, happy
today's
holy.
happy holy, everybody. So today's um today's special is true crime, and we're doing. Oh yeah, we were gonna announce how we're gonna do the specials, girls. Y'all know how to explain it better
Oh
than I do.
yeah, Allie, or do you want me to do that?
um, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you do it.
All right. So here is the deal with the specials. Uh us girls, we ladies here had gotten a little overwhelmed, especially with our schedule changes. So we couldn't really keep up with bringing a case for each the paranormal and the true crime every Friday. So what we've decided to do is we're going to do one Friday. I believe it's every third Friday of each month. We'll bring a case, and it'll just vary. So, this month we're doing true crime. Next month will be paranormal, and then the month after that will be true crime, and so on and so forth. We will be posting an updated monthly calendar on our Discord and Twitter and Facebook. Just letting you guys all know, and if you want to just kind of check that out and see what we're doing each day. Uh, on those calendars, we're gonna have holidays, birthdays. We're gonna have our true crime or paranormal specials and our podcast days that we're gonna be live on Twitch. I think later on we're going to put in I'm not going to say this right now because I mean, the whole schedule thing it kind of changes. So we're just trying to, get our footing, get everything settled first. So it is going to go up and down. But I'll talk to the girls about putting in like when and what time the audio and video is going to be posted for, or sorry, uploaded for Spotify and YouTube. But other than that, any updates or any changes that are going to happen to the calendars or anything of the sorts, there will all be posted on our Discord, Twitter, and Facebook if you want to just catch up on those.
Yes, couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm the worst at explaining things. You
I
never get me to
honestly
explain something.
I honestly could have shortened it down, but I just wanted to give the full explanation just to make sure.
Well, good,
More detail
because
is always nice.
yes. So, without further ado, we're gonna get into the true crime story. Um, so this one is The Mystery of the Severed Feet. Sounds very weird. It sounds crazy. So, on August 20th, 2007, a 12-year-old girl spotted a lone size 12 blue and white running shoe on a beach of British Columbia's Jedediah Island. She looked inside and found a sock. And when she opened the sock, expecting to find a crab or a lump of sand, and instead found a man's foot. The foot was in a shoe that was distributed largely in India in 2003. 6 days later, on a nearby Gabriola Island, a Vancouver couple enjoying a seaside hike came across a black and white Reebok. I never knew how to say that. Inside it was another decomposing foot. Reebok. Inside was also another decomposing foot. It was too a men's size 12. It was not, however, the missing half of the other foot. This was also a right foot. Police were stunned. Quote, two being found in such a short period of time is quite suspicious. Gary Cox of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police told Vancouver Sun, finding one foot is like 1,000,000 to 1 odds, but finding two is crazy. I've heard of dancers with 2 left feet, but come on. The next year, 5 more feet appeared on nearby Canadian beaches. The discoveries ratcheted up the public's fears, and media speculation soared. Was a serial killer on the loose? Did he have something against feet? And since then, discoveries have happened regularly. They cluster around the summer months. The most common month to find feet is August, though there have been discoveries in November, December, and February. Although this could be because of the tidal patterns, it could also be the fact that people tend to be on the beach most in the summer. And so when they're there, they make discoveries. Most of the feet are single, but 4 of the feet have been shown to belong to 2 people, bringing the total to 13 people's remains discovered. 3 of those people have been identified, and their deaths attributed to natural causes. Some of the known victims were local and thought to be suicidal during their lives. While this explains a few of the victims, the rest have frustrated local authorities. Over the course of the next 14 years, a total of 21 feet washed ashore in the British Columbia and a few U.S. cities like Tacoma and Seattle because of a network waterways called the Salish Sea. With the exception of 1 foot wearing old hiking boot, all of them were encased in sneakers. One sneaker in 2017 washed up with not only a foot, but a whole shin that was nothing but bone. The sneaker-clad feet became famous, even garnering their own Wikipedia page, and with the fame came hoaxes. Pranksters stuffed shoes with chicken bones or skeletalized dog paws, scattered them along Canadian shorelines. Tipsters called police with all manners of theories about the origins of the feet. Quote, we get some very interesting tips that come in about serial killers or containers full of migrants that are sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Aliens had to be one as well, says Laura, how do I pronounce this name? Yasjian. I'm gonna say Yasjian. A forensic anthropologist who works as a human identification specialist for British Columbia Coroner's Office, quote, and occasionally a psychic, actually. Pretty much every single time a psychic will call and offer to help, but this type of mystery, it turns out, requires scientific rather than criminal investigation or psychics. In fact, science can answer all of the obvious questions. For example, why are their feet and not entire bodies washing ashore? One might assume that a drowned person will sink because their lungs are full of water and that a cadaver's air-filled lungs would otherwise act as a flotation device. What happens in the ocean, particularly in oxygen-starved environments, is the buildup of, I wrote this down, adipocere. Adipocere is a waxy substance often found in soap. It builds up in bodies that are exposed to bacteria but not in air. The anaerobic bacteria process the fat tissue and creates adipocere. This distorts the feature of the foot. Authorities were able to identify a few victims due to DNA, but for the rest, they can only guess at the gender and age by looking at the size of the foot and the type of the shoe. Since both women and younger men tend to wear men's running shoes, most feet, unless they have toenail polish on them, are classified as juvenile or female. It's also hard to be sure where and when the feet came from. Many different currents end up along the Washington and British Columbia coastlines because of the cold ocean, but the fact that the feet built up different amounts of adipocere, the foot could have been from a body nearly anywhere or any depth in the Pacific. It could have been in the water for years or even decades before it turned up on the beach, since adipocere can persist for years, even centuries in a low oxygen environment. That's exactly what Laura saw on the feet she examined from the Salish Sea. They were covered in adipocere, suggesting that the cadavers sank and remained underwater as they decomposed. That could explain where the remainders of the bodies were. They sank and stayed sunken. But why didn't the feet stay down with the bodies? The mystery haunted Canadians for more than a decade as one by one feet stuck in running shoes have floated ashore on the British Columbia's southern coast with gruesome regularity. The discoveries have fanned speculation, rational or not, that the unattached feet could be the work of aliens, human trafficking, mafia hitmen, illegal organ harvesting, a deranged foot fetishist, or a serial killer who spread body parts out to sea. Others have theorized that the floating appendages could belong to people falling off ships. Some speculate that the remains might belong to 4 unrecovered victims of a 2005 plane crash off Quadra Island. But a Vancouver panhandler told Bloomberg News he's already cracked the case. Quote, "I'll bet you it was a murder. You just don't find feet lying around." Oh my god. An earlier theory posed by some people before 2 victims were identified was that there were the remains of people who had been killed in the tsunami of 2004. None of the shoes then had been identified as models that had been made after 2004. The fact that 3 out of 9 had been identified as local people and not tsunami victims put a damper on the theory. But BC Coroner's Services ruled out in December 2017 that it. Oh my god, I can't talk. Ruled out in 2017 that foul play had been ruled out by authorities in all investigations and that the feet came from people who were either killed in accidents or by suicide, and that the feet detached during the normal decomposition process. So what really happened? To understand how the feet set sail without bodies and whether its feet are prone to pop off and float away, scientists studied the process of human cadaver decomposition at several U.S. forensic sites, but these are all on land. None had ventured to drop a body into the ocean, but the study is not completely out of the works. In summer of 2007, a forensic scientist, Gail Anderson of Simon Fraser University, was conducting a study for Canadian Police Research Centre to understand how quickly homicide victims would decompose in the ocean. According to Anderson, extremities such as hands, feet, and head often detach as body decomposes in the water, but rarely floats. Decomposition might cause the feet to come detached from the body because the ankle is relatively weak, while buoyancy caused by air either inside or trapped within the shoe could allow it to float. Because moral rules prevent using a human body, she used a dead pig instead. Pigs have often been used in forensic research as stand-ins for a human body, as they are roughly comparable in size and quite similarly biologically. Even better, Anderson conducted her study in Salish Sea, not far from where the 3rd foot was found. Her team dropped the dead pig into the water, and it promptly sank 308 feet to the sea floor. The pig carcass was quickly eaten by large and unruly mob of shrimps, lobsters, and dunge crabs. Oh my god, Dungeness crabs? I can't. Stating that it was as if a Red Lobster buffet had risen up to exact its revenge. Since then, Anderson had dropped more pigs and even deeper in the Strait of Georgia, a main channel of the Salish Sea, and found that in some cases, scavengers can skeletalize a carcass in less than 4 days. So what about the feet? It turns out that the underwater scavengers, like crustaceans, will work around bones and other tough obstacles, preferring to pick apart softer tissues and unlikely the bone ball socket joints that join our legs to our hips and our ankles are made up mostly of the soft stuff, ligaments and other connective tissues, so it follows that a sunken shoe-wearing cadaver in the Salish Sea is likely to be chewed apart by scavengers and have its feet detached from the rest of its body in short order. As how did I say her name? I wrote it down. Yasjian says, all of the Salish Sea feet appeared to have been separated from their bodies by natural processes, like scavenging and decomposition. Quote, "Please don't call them severed feet," she urged, considering none of the feet had been found with any cut marks on the bone, according to the coroner's office. But if feet are likely to float away from dead bodies, why aren't beaches everywhere littered with them? Professor Parker McCready of Oceanology at the University of Washington, and Seattle built a three-dimensional computer simulation of the coastal ocean in the Pacific Northwest, including the Salish Sea. It's all realistic, he says, in the sense that it's realistic tides, winds, rivers, and ocean conditions. The simulation is called Live Ocean. Its brightly colored water sloshes are along a map according to the days, weather, and tides. As it turns out, Live Ocean relieves an important key to the mystery. So many feet are washing up in particular. The answer? The Salish Sea has the perfect storm of feet ensnaring properties. The reason adds up that it is unusually large and complex of inland water which acts as a trap. As McCready's model shows, once something goes in the water, it might wash ashore in plenty of places, but it's still within the Salish Sea. Second, the prevailing winds are westerlies, so they bring in stuff from the ocean rather than pushing it out to sea. And finally, something McCready's model doesn't show, but he points it out. You see a lot of folks wearing sneakers at the beach in the Pacific Northwest, where many choose to hike along the slippery rocks. Taken together, all these factors plus the cold deep waters and healthy scavenger populations makes the Salish Sea the ideal foot magnet. The first place investigators looked was missing persons reports. The coroner's office has now compared DNA from each foot to databases for more than 500 people missing in British Columbia, plus Canada's new National Missing Person DNA program launched in 2018. Using DNA, the team linked 13 out of 21 of the feet to 7 missing people. Or 13. Yeah, 7 missing people. The longest missing person had disappeared in 1985. His foot in a hiking boot was found in 2011. In the most recent case, the foot of a young man who disappeared in 2016 was documented to have washed up on an island in Puget Sound in 2019. The coroner's office in British Columbia reports that none of the Canadian cases so far have been found to result from homicide. In some cases, it became clear that the person died by accident or suicide, as in the case of a woman who jumped from a bridge. Other times, circumstances were hazier. In the case of a young man whose foot was found in... Oh, I already said that. But it's impossible to rule a cause of death for most of the feet alone. What's really crazy is it's not actually uncommon as you may think. Feet have been washing up on shores as early back as 1887 when a leg was found in a boot on a Vancouver beach, and across the world, but not as frequently as the ones washing ashore in British Columbia. If anything, 2 feet were found last year in South Carolina, miles apart from each other, but from the same woman. Her name was Janet Robinson, but unfortunately they do not have enough evidence to rule out her cause of death. So despite the official cause being released, that there are those that believe this still may be the work of a serial killer or something supernatural. And that's it.
That's insane.
It's very weird.
To not know, but like to think like maybe it's just people that, you know, might have done things, or other people that like just maybe happened to like slip and fall into the water, and then that was just that, you know, they were by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But like not knowing where these feet are coming from. You said what the like latest one that they were able to match was 19 what?
The latest or the first one or the first?
Well, like the longest ago. I guess what I'm like you said the one that they were able to match, that was like,
yeah, 1985.
that's insane.
And they found it in what, 2011? Yeah, 2011.
So sometime in 1985, this guy is by this water doing whatever, no one knows. And it's not until 2011 that his foot just kind of pops up. That's fucking crazy. That's
Oh my god.
so crazy.
I saw the pictures of this one where the shin was also connected to the foot, but it was just bone. That shit was really crazy to look at. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, what in the world? Like, how do you even process that?
Dude, I have no idea. And the fact that they show up so regularly, the fact that like almost 15 years, it's been like 14, but in August it'd be 15. There's been 21 feet that have washed ashore.
Yeah,
It only like
that's the one piece of like that stuck with me. I was like, how why is there so many, dude?
I mean,
hmm
if
20
you think
fucking
about,
one?
not to
Hello?
be extremely morbid and stuff like that, but the amount of people that have died and, are dying, sorry to say, in the ocean is a lot.
Yeah. You
Like
dude.
history, and it's still like that's a lot of
And see,
people. So
the thing about the ocean that's scary is the fact that we've only scratched the surface. We've
yep,
only seen what we can see. We haven't gone below everything else because of like,
yeah,
obviously because like lack of oxygen and whatnot. But still, could you imagine what's
yeah,
down there?
like
Like
that's
that
obviously
is
there's
terrifying.
it's just like cuz like, I'm saying
terrifying.
this because supposedly there's like video that's leaked of a new fish, but it's not like a regular old fish. It's like fucking huge. Like you would think like,
I feel like the bottom of the ocean would be the
oh
place to
yeah.
have huge ass
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
that's where they all go to hide.
No, yeah, for sure. For sure. And it's just like what else is out there that we don't know about, you know? Like
Yeah.
that's the
That's why a
scary
And
lot of
part.
people still assume that it's like it can't be like natural because of the amount of shoes. Like maybe something is close by the British Columbia shore.
Maybe. Maybe there is
yeah.
something and we just can't see it.
Yeah. And my thing is like there's a lot of the ocean that we haven't like discovered or like even begun to like explore. And it's like in that, it's like I know they have explored, surface level and to a certain depth
Mhm.
and stuff like that, but personally, I don't feel like they've searched or like not searched, but like explored the entirety of even the surface of the ocean.
Oh yeah, no, they have
So
not. Mm-mm.
I'm like, my brain instantly just goes to like, so this guy comes up with a thing and he's like, because of the tides and the weather and that, this is why the shoes are like coming back to the shore and this is why they might be floating, yada, yada, yada. And my thing is just like, what if there is a tiny little island somewhere, like big enough that it's, considered an island, but tiny enough that it's not like noticeable unless you like really zoom in with like the satellite or some shit. And there's just feet because the tides and the weather and shit, some of them make it to the British Columbia shore, the rest go to the tiny island. And no one knows that the island is there.
And then whoever discovers it just sees this land full of shoes and feet.
It's just a
Yeah, it's
whole
just
bunch of
mm-mm.
shoed feet, and that's it. And maybe a couple bones if like, whatever. That's insane to think about. Like like there's more feet. Like there's feet that haven't turned up, but they're there. Like they're out there. There's no way they're not because of how many people with shoes on have unfortunately died in the ocean.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
thinking
saw
like
this.
so far back.
I saw this thing. I tried looking it up more, but apparently, I guess it's not talked about that there've been like a few feet as well on the beaches of Switzerland, but not nearly as
What?
enough for like I guess articles to be like, oh yeah, this is like the British Columbia one.
I'm sorry. Any amount of feet in shoes washing up on shore is news article worthy. Any amount of feet. That's just feet in a shoe washing up on shore. I feel like
Yeah.
that's worthy to talk
Oh yeah,
about
no, for
in any
sure.
amount. Like,
Like even if it like leads to killer shark or whatever, it's still it's
yeah. Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
insane.
At least now, either y'all know that there's a killer shark out there or,
Or something we don't know about.
something
Killer
else.
shark
Like,
that's against feet.
Eats
Eats
everything
everything
but
else
the feet.
but
And
the
it's like,
feet.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know where this has been.
Oh
Your
my
feet's
Not
god.
hey.
appetizing. Not appetizing.
Oh man. It's
That's
like me
so
picking out
insane,
raw
though.
onion from my food. I'm not a big onion
This and
person.
not
Raw onion,
that.
at least. Yeah.
I have to chop up my onions really small. At
Nah.
first, I was like, no, I don't, but
The
I need to chop them
only
extremely small and cook them.
yeah, the only thing I like raw onion is either pico de gallo or guacamole, but that's it. I
Yeah.
don't do raw onion for nothing else.
I
Mm-mm.
wonder if it's the type of shoe. Like
Maybe.
the ones they
Wait.
found were in sneakers.
Because
And I'm wondering if
the
like there's
material,
more that like haven't like it was a sneaker but a different type, so it didn't last. And they were able to like eat through it or whatever. But the
probably
ones that
better they're
washed
stuck.
up are like whatever like the shoe. Because I mean, looking at the article, the picture that they have on there, all of those shoes look very similar. So I'm wondering if
Hmm.
it's like whatever they're made out of that's just like
Wait.
perfect for floating, I guess.
I gotta see this picture. Give me one sec.
Yeah, you gotta scroll down a bit, but it's there.
Mm.
Cause like there's the shit, there's the Nike shoe
Oh,
and
what the fuck? Yeah, you right. You right. I see them.
yeah, they're like
Whoa.
very similar. The Nike and the
Yeah, you got
fucking
Nike.
whatchamacallit.
Oh, well, I mean, you wait.
Hold on, where's the fucking picture? Where's my shit not loading? Hello? Where's my picture?
Which article are you using?
Um most sent it in topic ideas.
Oh, okay, let me see. Got it. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot about it. Whoa.
But I looked at the picture. There was a Nike in there somewhere.
Mhm.
But regardless, they all look the same. So I'm wondering if it's like the material or whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking
Like,
at this. These are a lot of these are Nike.
yeah.
Mm,
I mean, I know
Let
they
me
have some
send you a
pretty good
picture.
like running hiking shoes. So
Yeah, that is true. I forgot. These are technically the shoes you would use to go hiking.
yeah. Like just the fact they're all sneakers and like the ones that are found are like those just makes me feel like and maybe it's the material. And like maybe some of them were hiking. Not all of them, obviously, but all of them are hiking. I feel like if they all had some unfortunate thing happen while hiking, that they would probably close off that, you know?
Yeah,
But
like do not come this way and whatnot.
yeah, so I feel like they can't all be from hiking, but
Here, this is a map or one of the recent maps of the shoes and where they were found.
let me see. Let me see. That's crazy. A lot of those were so close together. What in the world? That like one little cluster.
I really want to see what model or model, which type of shoe this dude was wearing, the one with the shin. But it's a very dark picture. I can't really see.
Mm, yeah, because they're all like Nike, very similar. And then there's like the
Nike,
one like boot, and then that's it. The rest of these are
no
like
one boot. Yeah, they're all
unidentified.
Nike or mostly Nike. Oh, what the fuck is Nike putting in their shoes? And for them to be little
Right?
parachutes.
Because Mm, the boot is the one that's crazy because that one lasted a while.
I guess this should be also an ad or something that your shoes are like, or the shoes you buy are actually really fucking durable.
It's a pretty fucked
Especially
up
the
ad,
boot.
but like, I mean,
Yeah, it's a pretty fucked up ad.
hey, if you get these shoes, like, just know they last.
Yeah, when Harvey hit, a bunch of my shoes got messed up because of the water damage.
Yeah.
But like, I wish they were as durable, I guess, as these. Because like, what the hell, dude? I threw out most of my shoes.
Yeah. The one that's crazy is foot 13 that's identified. They found it in December and it was a person that went missing in September. Like, that's insane. Like, same
Mhm.
year.
Yeah, a bunch of them were found in the same years. And then,
Interesting. So I just came across an
That's like
article.
within a couple months. That's like so fast. What is your article?
So I don't know if you guys tried to search up the case itself on Google.
I have not.
But a bunch of articles just came up, which were, let me see, they were uploaded between, I would say, mid 2021. Basically, a doctor has revealed the explanation behind a grisly phenomenon that has caused dozens of shoes containing severed feet to wash up along a coastline.
mm-hmm.
So this doctor explains that when a body um sinks to the, I guess, ocean floor, um there are these, I guess, not, it's either fishes or like a bacteria or something that go ahead and
Bottom feeder.
attach themselves. Yeah, it's like bottom feeders. He called it something else though. Hold on.
Migrants. Migrant.
No, it was something else too.
Whatever Mo said.
There was something
Hold on, no,
else.
Whatever
those,
that word was.
those, no, migrant like containers, but no, this one, I think
Oh,
anaerobic.
when a human
I think this is
corpse,
one.
it says when a human corpse falls to the ocean floor, it's quickly set upon by scavengers. Scavengers being flesh-eating bacteria or fishes. These scavengers are lazy feeders and prefer to eat the softer parts of our bodies first. Some of the softest parts of us are the soft tissues and ligaments around our ankles. When scavengers chow down on this, the foot will detach easily from the body. Um, and then it says, over the last few decades, shoes have become more buoyant. Buoyant meaning they're able to float. As a result, we could be seeing more severed feet on our shores.
Oh,
So
thanks.
basically, that area, I guess, was just being used as the um a dumping ground, if you will, for bodies. So it could be that it's just like, over the years of like shark attacks or whatever, could be a murderer. It could be a number of things. But
Yeah.
that's like one of the theories that they came up with. Um, well, the doctor says. And that it
Yeah.
became more I guess visible in 2007 because of the changes that were made to the shoes. Um
Hmm.
so yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, they started making them really breathable and open
Yeah.
and airy.
So
So,
that would make
understandable.
a
Yeah.
lot of sense, yeah.
Flesh-eating bacteria is just kind of chilling at the bottom of the ocean, like, doesn't sit right with me.
It really doesn't.
They're just chilling there waiting for their next meal. I don't like that. I don't like that. Not a
Absolutely
fan.
not.
Not a fan of that thought,
Mm-mm.
but it is what it is. There's flesh-eating bacteria like everywhere.
Yeah.
There
In like
is.
the weirdest of fucking places too.
No,
There's,
for sure.
what
That's
else?
scary though.
When I was in
Like,
Virginia,
not
I looked it
knowing.
up. There's these alerts that come on sometimes that if it gets too hot, these flesh-eating bacterias come up and they go to the surface, and then they'll urge you. There'll literally be like an alert, like a weather alert you can get. It'll be a flesh-eating bacteria alert saying like, don't
Fuck
go to the
that.
beaches around this time. And I found that out when I went to Virginia, and I was like, that's fucking weird. I don't like that.
I would literally never go to the ocean. Like,
I mean,
if
unfortunately,
I
this is
lived in
what.
a place where they were just like, yeah, hey, from this day to this day, at these times to these times, like, just kind of watch out for the ocean, because,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
I
it's
mean,
like,
it's, it's when it
how do
gets
you
too
know that,
hot,
like,
it
before
goes
and at the
up.
end of that, like, they're
yeah.
not just still chilling there? Like, how do you trust that?
Yeah, no.
I
It's
don't.
just
I
don't
don't.
get me wrong, there's beautiful things in the ocean as well. Like
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
you'll
for sure.
experience like beautiful things, you know, dolphins.
Absolutely.
Actually I just
Jellyfish.
saw yeah, I just saw a TikTok not too long ago of like I guess somebody used like their drone to kind of like take a video of it, but it was a bunch of whales like migrating. So that was really
Oh.
freaking cool. Um
I saw the coolest video of a whale. Well, not a whale, but these people were diving and you
mhm.
can hear the whale making like the noises,
Hmm.
and
Oh
it's
yeah.
like clicking and it's like moaning, I guess. It's what it sounds like. And it's so like deep and crazy and like it sounds insane.
Mm.
But I looked in the comments because I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, people in the comments, they either say stupid shit or they have like really informative shit, whatever, it just depends. But I opened the comments and I was like, I just want to read. And someone was like, apparently, sperm whales, the sound they make, the clicking sound that they make,
Mhm.
can paralyze you.
No,
What?
It can
what?
paralyze you. The sound that they make can
How?
paralyze you. It's only them. I don't know. I didn't look it up.
I gotta look it up.
It's probably because of the oh, what's the word I'm looking for here? You know how there's like a certain level of like I guess pitch or something. Um where like the adults can't hear it but the kids can. Maybe it's
Yeah.
that kind of scenario where it kind of just fucks with your nerves. That's crazy.
This says a sperm whale's clicks are so loud that they can destroy a human's eardrums without any trouble. And if they wanted
Whoa!
to get really loud, they could actually kill a human.
Yeah.
Nestor is also a
The
great storyteller.
vibrations
Says,
of their sounds
wow.
can kill you. They can
What?
paralyze to kill you,
That's crazy. I didn't
The
know that.
fuck?
but it's only them. You
What?
can chill around another whale, like it may be loud as fuck and crazy as fuck
Yeah.
and extremely crazy intense vibrations, but it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to
Yeah.
kill you. If you get too close to a sperm whale and they decide that they want to get loud, you're fucked.
That's crazy, dude. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. That's a
Whoa.
really cool like thing, but not cool, because death. But
Yeah.
Yeah, because death. But
The fact that they
like,
can do that.
kind of cool.
Yeah,
No, there's
it's a
a
little
lot
bit
of
cool, but I wouldn't want to find myself in that situation.
yeah. But there's a lot of like really cool shit that happens down there. Like you'll see like divers, right? Like they'll be taking videos and apparently these divers will be like friends with like dolphins and like fishes and whatnot. So you'll see that the fish are like happy, I guess happy, quote unquote happy to see the divers. Like there's some like I guess they're like familiar or some shit. Um
Yeah.
so that's really cool. Like I remember seeing one of those or like maybe two. Um and I was just like that's crazy. Which reminds me cuz like have y'all ever seen the movie what's this called? What's it called? What's it called? It's with the dolphin the one dolphin with the no fin. It has a prosthetic fin.
Dolphin tail.
Dolphin tail.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I literally just found out today, this morning.
Love that movie.
Literally just found out Winter passed away.
You're fucking lying.
Winter
I
passed
know
away.
that.
Guess when?
Fucking lying.
Guess fucking when.
When?
Dude, I swear to you, I woke up this morning and I chose violence. I was like, wait, hold on.
When?
November 11th, 2021.
Damn. Yeah, I knew it was recent. I remember reading about it.
I literally
I
saw
feel
that
like
video.
no,
Mm-mm.
because I feel like
Dude,
back in
I need
November,
to hold on.
no,
I'll
because
send it to
no
you.
way.
I'll send it to you.
Fuck, you're fuck.
I
Okay, then
am
their
not
cameras are
lying.
broken.
No,
Their cameras
because
are broken because
listen.
no, in November, no, I'm telling you, in November, I swear to God, after that, it was like late November because he who shall not be named and me were looking at them. No, she was alive because
No.
when I looked it up on their website, it said Winter and Hope. They were both in there. So they're lying to
Okay, hold
people
on. I
then.
got you. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
If she died in November, that's you're lying to me. You're
Hold
fucking hold on.
on. Give me a second. Let me set up my facts, man. Hold on. Cuz I might
Everybody
actually be lying
watching
to you. Hold
and
on.
listening are like, Winter? She's dead?
Yeah, dude, I literally like I woke up and I saw that was the first video I saw on TikTok. And I was like, "Excuse me, I shit you not, I had the worst day of, at work today because because of that. Because of that. Yeah, no, she okay, yeah. Winter died November 11th, 2021. And oh shit. Here is I'll send you the video that I saw. And my God, when I saw all of these people cry, not all these people, but like the oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for here?
I have no idea.
The aquarium people, the employees. When I saw them like crying, I was like, oh my God, you're joking. Please tell me
No,
this is
bro,
a
because
joke.
I swear to God, it was after the 11th and I was looking at
Dude,
their website. I was watching the cameras and they had both of them in there because they have them together and they were both in there.
you sure?
I am so sure because I was like obsessively checking those cameras because I am in love with them. And I had just watched the movie with He Who Shall Not Be Named and I was looking at the cameras. It was after the 11th. I'm so fucking sure.
Mm. Hold on.
Wait. Wait.
Let me look up the
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
So what you're saying is
No,
confirmed. Winter is
you
I'm
really
a
had me
dumbass.
hoping. You really had me hoping, dude. I
Bro,
was like,
I'm a
please tell me
dumbass.
this is a lie. Come
No.
on.
No, I'm a fucking
Oh
dumbass. Never mind. I'm just a
no.
dumbass.
I
No,
hate
she's
you. Oh
I'm sorry. No, I'm actually a dumbass. It was not.
my God.
You said 2021.
I
Never
did say
mind.
2021.
Never mind. That was a couple months ago.
I
I was not with
hate
you shall not be
you.
named.
I hate you. I
I
was
am
really like,
so
I
sorry.
was like, wait, okay, so she swears that she's seen the cameras after the 11th, so there's gotta be a possibility.
I
Dude!
was so sure, but then I realized you said 2021. That I am my
Your timeline, your
my
timeline is off.
timeline is yeah, all fucked up.
Dude, you really
All
had me
fucked up.
hoping. Hey, yo, hold on.
It's been a while.
Experience
Just get it.
Remembering Winter, a musical 360 VR tribute to Winter's legacy.
dang.
Stop. You're fucking lying though. I was
She-
obsessed with her in that movie.
Dude, she was born in 2005? Damn. Wait, no. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Oh my God, you're kidding. Yeah, no, she passed away November 11th, 2021. And I've been
Oh,
sad
and
ever
now
since.
they
Did I send it to Mo? I'm so sorry, Mo. Here. I did send it to Mo.
hold on,
Wait, no, I
hold on,
didn't.
hold on, hold on, hold
Hold
the fuck on.
on.
You got me checking everything because you were like, yes, I did. And I was like, wait.
No, I didn't. Here, I sent it. Oh shit. Sending him right now.
Am I fucking stupid?
What?
No.
What?
Hold on.
What now? What?
Are you okay?
No, bro, because now I'm all over the fucking place. I didn't need this, did I?
I'm sorry, but I found that out. And I was like, I'm not the only one who's gonna be sad tonight.
Damn. So she said, if I'm gonna stab somebody, I'm gonna twist it.
I really said it. Okay, but yeah, I found that out and I was sad the entire day at work, and I was like, bitch, because I when I first saw that movie, I was like, oh, this is so cool. And when I found out that you could watch the live cameras, I was like, yes. I had told myself that one day, if I ever get the chance, I was gonna go visit her for real. And now I can't.
Well, I mean, you could go swimming to the urn. I'm sorry.
The urn dissolved. You know that, right? Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
literally
know.
just sent you the video. Yeah, that urn dissolves. So as soon as it hit the water, it dissolved.
Oh, I thought it was
Okay,
like over time it starts dissolving. Damn.
No, I think it as soon as it hit the water, or like something like that,
wait, what the
or maybe it's sunk and then it's like it's gonna dissolve over time. I don't know. It's something like that. All I know is it dissolves. Now I'm sad. I'm sorry, I brought this up, but still.
Wait.
What? What's with the wait?
Where the
What?
fuck is Hope? Where the fuck
Yo?
is Hope?
Hey, yo?
Where the fuck is
What do you?
Hope?
Is that why you're like, wait? Stop.
Yes,
Don't
because
do
she's
me
not
like this.
fucking here, bro.
Don't do me like this. Maybe.
No, because they
maybe
have each of their cams, they have a
their
like
names.
description of who you're supposed to see in the camera.
Yeah.
And they only have Nicholas and Hemingway.
Hey, yo. What?
They don't have Hope in here anymore because it was Hope in winter. Where the fuck did Hope go?
Stop. Don't do
I'm gonna
this
fucking
to
cry.
me.
I'm gonna
Don't
fucking
do
cry.
this
I'm
to
actually gonna
me.
cry.
Hold on. Let me look too, because
Where is she?
You might just be missing. Man, you might just be missing her.
No, because they have the two cameras where they're like, this is where you'll specifically find. So do they just not list her like name anymore? But she's in
Winter's Beach Club cam? She had a beach
Stop!
club? Hold on. Stop. What? Don't do this, bro. What is it?
No, I didn't know that they had a Winter's Beach Club camp.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You scared me.
You're just breaking my heart more and more. They're on camera 4 though, if
Hold
anybody wants
on.
to go look at them.
Yeah, you would just have to look up either Clearwater Marine Aquarium, or if you go to Google, you can just put Winter Webcam or Hope Webcam and you'll find them.
Yeah. Okay, well, it looks like they still have Hope.
They've got to. I bet what it
I'm
is
so sad.
they had to yeah, no, she's fine. It's probably that, because she's took Winter's passing pretty harshly, maybe, that they were just like, we're not gonna.
Stop. I'm
She
so
was 16.
sad.
She was 16, bro.
Oh, my heart. I was obsessed with her, dude. She had my heart. I didn't even know. I didn't see that trending anywhere, and like no one really cares like that. Like I do.
Like
that
we
I know.
do. Yeah, no. People don't, apparently, and it's fucking sad.
So like normally I get all my shit from TikTok. So like I don't know, maybe it's because I wasn't here that it wasn't trending for me. I don't know. But I haven't seen anything about it at all. I'm sad.
Man.
She was apparently having some intestinal abdominal problems.
Mm-hmm.
I actually realized just how long it's been since I've looked at these cams.
There's 3 dolphins swimming around. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, that's the boys and Hope, I think. Like, I really knew them by their names. I knew the otters by their names. I was the clownfish that they have a webcam of. Like, I was obsessively on this website watching the cams, like, every day. And then I just kind of stopped checking. And I think it's been like a little bit over a year since I've probably checked. Or a little bit under a year, I guess, maybe. That's crazy. I'm sad now. What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. I was like, since we're on the topic of,
Speaking of dolphins,
oceans
let me just
and
break your fucking heart real
yeah,
quick.
because I'm not the only one who's gonna go through this shit, okay?
Bro, I don't know why I thought they just like got rid of Hope. I was like, where did you put
No.
her, bro? I, I was watching the cams. I was looking at the cams and I was like, I see 2 dolphins and then the other
Yeah,
one's swimming. And I was like, oh, okay.
Cam 4
It has
is
all of them right
Ruth
now.
and wait, is the
No,
new
that's the
view of
name of
the
their.
new Ruth and J.O. Stone complex.
Yeah, so 5 and
It
6
doesn't
call it Nicholas
say.
and Hemingway's thing. 1 through 4 don't mention Hope at all. Before Winter died, it used to say it was Winter and Hope's enclosure, and then they like did a whole renovation. And then like 1 and 2 were like, here's where you can watch Winter and Hope. And then
Oh
they had
yeah.
like 3 and 4, whatever, were like they added a couple cameras because
Yeah, 5
they had
has
like
Nicholas and
3, and
Hemingway.
then they had 4 and 5 were the boys. And then the rest were like the pelicans and the otter, clownfish and stuff.
Man.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
goodness, they're so pretty.
So now she's just like chilling with the boys, I guess. I mean, they're social animals, so you can't keep them by themselves. So
He's one of the boys now.
she's one of the boys. I mean, I'm sure
Wait,
they separate them
where?
when they're not
Which
being
what
supervised.
camera are you looking at? Because
What are you talking about?
why do you keep saying she's with the boys? I don't see. Are you talking about Hope?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's Hope? What
It
camera?
was on camera
4.
4.
There
There
were
was
3
all
dolphins.
3 of them.
There's
Now it's
only
just
3
the
now that
2,
Winter's
but
gone. Well, the other one was swimming around, but if you were
yeah.
looking for a second.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was
yeah.
there.
I
Yeah,
see
there you go.
her.
There. She's
Oh my god, Hope.
I don't know which one she is. I think she's the tiny one though. Like the
Yeah, the
smallest.
one like deep in the water.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think she's the one like really, really tiny. If I remember correctly, because when they found her, she was like baby and really, really
Yeah.
quiet. Or not really, really quiet, really tiny.
Poor
No, but I was
baby.
literally sitting here for hours, like watching the fucking pelicans. Like I was obsessed.
Nah,
I would sit here and
dude.
just watch what they were doing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I found, like I
Oh,
said, I found
that's
that
so
out this morning and I was
sad.
like, and then y'all were talking about ocean and like, animals, and I was like, all right, let me break y'all's hearts, cause
Damn.
I ain't the only one who's gonna go through this pain. I
Let me
really
break
ain't.
y'all's heart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
He really said, "Shank." Ow.
Yeah, no, but yeah, so she passed away November 11th. Hope is still alive, which is
Damn.
nice. It's good. You got,
Yeah.
at least she has like her other family there too with her. But man, Winter was fucking famous, dude. Yeah, no,
Oh, damn.
she definitely had
Yikes. They can live to be 40 to 60. So yeah, she had a
Winter. Yeah,
rest of her life. Damn.
wait, they could live to
I was
40 years?
Yeah. Well, okay, hold on. Let me
Oh,
look
but
up.
she could have made, yeah, if she didn't have the problems that she did. Cuz she's only made it to 16.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, well, in captivity, even though that's not necessarily captivity, it kind of is. It's only 28 to 29. So
Oh.
not as bad, but still sad because she was still necessarily young
Yeah.
to think about it. I mean, she had a lot of problems.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not surprised
But,
that something that took her away was some kind of bodily problem and not just like old age or whatever.
yeah.
Because, I mean, if you watch the movie, you saw her struggle in her.
No, yeah, for sure, dude.
My fucking heart, dude. Oh my god. Ugh. That's so sad. That's so sad. I'm so sad.
I'm not
I
gonna
am
lie, I
so
cried a little
sad.
bit when I saw it, and I was like,
I cried a little.
"Excuse me."
I was about to cry because I thought Hope was gone too, and I was like, if both of them are gone, my heart is just broken. I'm like, I'm done.
I'm done.
That's it. I'm out of here. I'm done. If
I
both of
give
them are
up.
gone, that's it for me. Take me out. That's so sad,
Oh
though.
my god.
I hope she's doing okay, though.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Hope. Because, I mean, that was like her sister, her best friend.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
they were always together. And obviously, because like they were in the same enclosure, but like if you watch the cams, they were literally like always like right next to each other pretty much. A few times they were swimming around or whatever, but at least when I watched it, they were like next to each other like a lot. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, but I mean, that's one thing about animals and pets, like so to speak, in the term of pets, because I mean, I, I don't really know how to, because I'm not calling them pets, but like just pets in general, and then animals. It's like, you know, you get pets that are together and like they're like spending their whole lives, and then one of them, God forbid, and the other one is just there like, where's my buddy? And I'm like, my heart cannot handle the thought of like, you know, like I'm just hoping she wasn't like there, you know?
Yeah.
Like I just hope that she wasn't like visibly watching her. Like I hope that they like separated them or whatever.
I really
because
do
like
as well.
oof.
I mean, I would imagine they would, especially if they knew what was going on.
Yeah, if they knew
So
she
I would
was
imagine they
gonna
would have
die.
taken her to like a little section of her own so she could just kind of like relax a little bit.
Yeah, most likely, I'm sure. I'm hoping they did. Because I mean, dolphins are smart though,
Oh
so
yeah, very smart.
I'm sure she knew already that she wasn't, you know, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure they sense all that being around each other so much. But it's still sad. I was
mean,
really sitting here like, no, I'm checking
I know,
cameras
dude. You were
after
like
the 11th.
fighting for it too. You were just like,
I
no,
was
because
like,
I was
you're
watching those
lying to
cameras
me.
after the 11th. Like, I know for
I
sure.
was like,
This,
I mean, I
this bitch,
was,
bro.
but it
I was
wasn't
like,
last year.
oh my god. I was like, what do you mean? Oh, it wasn't last year. That's what you said. And I was like, man, she's really fighting for it. So she's gotta have like, because I know when
No,
I
I
know when
was
you're like that, you're
so
just like
certain.
you're like I know for sure, you know.
Bro,
And it's
I
just like
was
I wouldn't doubt you
so
for a second.
certain. Which, I mean, in my brain, I'm like, it was after November 11th that I saw them. Like, I know for certain, which is true. It just wasn't last year. And I don't know why. I just completely spaced on the fact that you said 2021. November 11th, she did not die after like November. Like, I'm like, you're lying to me. You're making shit up.
I'm
But
saying
no.
he should not be named that you went and saw.
I know.
Like,
I was about to ask her
what are you
too. I was like,
talking
part one
about?
or part two because.
Part two. Part two. No, definitely part two of he who shall not be named. But
yeah,
no,
you're right. You're right.
my timeline is all out of whack. That was definitely not last
Dude.
year.
I could
That was definitely not a few months ago,
I
bro.
could
That was
imagine Allie, like, you know, fighting for something that she, like, say she's a police officer or detective or
bro, I
whatever.
looked up those cams so fucking quickly. I was like, no, bro.
Could you imagine Allie, like, as a detective slash police officer, and they tell her, oh, you know, suspect one, like, died of this day, this time. No. I talked to them on this day, this time.
She's like,
You said they died
wait,
Sunday. Well, guess
wait.
what? I saw them Wednesday night. So
Wait a minute.
you're wrong.
She's like, wait, what about this
One
guy?
of us
What
here is
about
a
this guy? Where did this guy go?
Wait,
One
hold
of
on.
us here is a
Hold on.
dumbass, and it's not me. I come back in like an hour later, and I'm like, so I was the dumbass.
It's a news.
So-
It's a press conference.
Get this.
So I was wrong.
Funny story.
So, see what had happened was I didn't know who we were talking about, you know.
Check it out.
So look, I have a list, right? Right. Okay.
Brings like a whiteboard of like her explanation. Jesus Christ.
I
Her
have like
fucking
the
timeline.
police screen.
Got the
And I'm like,
projection
okay, look,
screen
so
in
you
her
were talking about
notes.
this guy that died on this date, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I was talking about this guy that's still alive. And you know, they look similar with the ears and the, you know, the back of the head and look.
Oh man.
You showed me a bad picture, okay? I don't know what you want from me.
I wasn't wearing my glasses that day, all right, sir?
I hadn't had my coffee. You were all up in my face. Look.
Listen. You came at me way too quick.
You were
I
at an
wasn't
8. I need
ready.
you down
I
to a
tried to
2.
tell you I wasn't ready. I'm gonna need you to dial it down. Thank you very much.
Mom, you were at an 8.
I'm gonna need you
I
to
was
2.
not there. Oh man. What did you say,
Oh
Mom?
my
I
god.
need you down at a
You
2.
were at an 8, and I need you down at a 2.
We're not on the same level here. Oh man.
It's just like I've come back to admit my faults. I don't want to hear shit out of your mouth. I will say this one time, so listen closely.
Oh,
You were
shit.
right. I was wrong. Goodbye.
Off the record.
I'm sorry. I need you to repeat that.
Off the record. Off the record.
Sorry. Oh
Oh
man.
my goodness. Bro,
Oh.
I was so fucking certain.
You were. You
Oh
were
my
like,
God.
no.
I was like, there's absolutely no way you're telling me she died November 11th. There's no way, because it was like November 26th. Okay, I was watching the cameras.
November 26th
Oh,
of
therefore you're
7:30
years not to
p.m.
be named.
November
It is
26th.
7:31.
I was sitting on my bed. I remember I had
I
this
had
on the
popcorn.
TV, and it had just came out, so I know.
Oh my
She
god.
really- She was.
I was
she was-
excited for my Thanksgiving leftovers. Okay, I know.
I was wearing my
know.
hoodie. It was my favorite one, by the way. So this is how I know.
I
I
remember
just
the
bought it
surroundings. It's
too,
vivid.
so I was pretty excited to like cover myself in it.
I can't.
So, with all this in mind, there is no way that you can tell me that I right. Because I do not agree.
You were
Holy
right
fuck.
about the day. You were just wrong about
The
the year.
year.
The year?
Yeah, you watched her on the camera
You're a whole year
2
off.
years ago.
I watched, that's what I'm saying. I watched her after the 11th. It just wasn't last
It
year.
just wasn't last year. I
It
swear,
wasn't last
dude.
year.
Oh, you had my hopes up and everything, dude. I hate you for that. I really
I don't know
do.
why you were listening to me like you didn't have all the research in front of your face.
That's why I had to double check my resources.
You
I
were
was like, wait.
you were like,
I was like, wait a
no,
minute.
I've seen her, and
Double
you were
check.
like, you've seen her. What do you mean you've seen her recently?
She sees the ghosts of animals now. Winter went to visit her in her room.
Winter said,
Winter
you're going to
spoke to
tell
me
them
in a
that you saw
dream."
me. Oh no. What was I
He's the
gonna
next
do?
Dr. Doolittle.
Oh my goodness.
The whole reason why
That's
the whole
fucking
reason
crazy.
why the whole reason why Winter went to tell you was because she wanted you to check up on Hope. That's why.
That's exactly, you got it. That's insane.
You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. But yeah, no.
Everybody knows
dude,
it.
oh man, I can't with you, Allie, I swear. No, see, that's the thing about Allie, man. Every time she fights about shit, I'm like, okay, she's really fighting for it. Maybe I shouldn't doubt her. So I don't. So that's why I have to double check with my shit. And then I'll be like, okay.
I'm extremely fucking passionate, and you're like, wait.
To bring
wait.
like
makes
the
me-
notes upon notes she put together in 5 seconds that are like all true, but the fact that she has the one thing missing that puts the whole thing together is the ear.
I swear, dude. But I'm telling you, she's got this side of her where, like, if you tell her something, and then she's obviously like telling you another thing, she's going to keep saying that same shit, and she's gonna fight for that shit like it's the last thing that she'll ever do in her life.
You're damn right.
Oh hell yeah!
Which makes me like double think of like what I'm going to say next, because it's like, wait, maybe I should check everything before I say whatever. And then it's just like, wow.
I mean, really, like, I wholeheartedly, without looking up anything yet, like, I was in the process of looking up the cameras, but I was like, you're wrong.
Immediately.
Wrong. Immediately, I'll stop you right there. Wrong.
Immediately, no. They're peas, babe. Wrong. They're peas. It's Tupperware. Say the first word again. Tub.
Wrong. Dude, I can't with that TikTok. Oh my god, I love those guys. I really, really do. Oh man.
Sal is my absolute favorite, dude.
Beautiful.
Wrong.
Oh man.
Wrong. That's crazy though. I didn't even know that like anything was going on with her though.
He was like, say it slow. Slow.
Say it slow.
The first word.
The first word.
The first syllable.
Tub. Wrong. He's like, see, wrong. I thought I caught that.
They're peas, babe.
They're peas, babe.
He's like, you telling me I've been saying Tupperware this whole time? It's like, unfortunately, yes.
Yes, which makes sense because it looks like a tub, but
yeah, it should be Tupperware. But for some fucking reason, it's Tupperware.
It's Tupperware. Stupidest shit ever. What? Who invented these words?
English. English idiots. That's who.
I usually say Tupperware because that's how my family would say it. So when I watched the video, I was like, is it not Tupperware?
What do you mean wrong? How was it wrong? How was it wrong? Let me know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, I first saw that TikTok, and then when he said it, I was like, wait a fucking minute. Slide that shit back. Like, I rewind that shit. And, like, I rewinded it, and then I watched it, and I shit you not, I watched it, like, 3 times, like, rewinding it from that same, like, 3 seconds. And I was like, why the fuck is he saying it like that? And then I watched the rest of that TikTok, and I was like, there we go. Got it. Somebody corrected him. Thank God. I was like, what the fuck? Tupperware? No. It was like, what?
No.
Why? Dude, it really makes you wonder why the fuck, or like, whoever, like, gave the list of the alphabet, like, you were just, you know, people who were first learning the English language or whatever. Somebody literally set this list, this alphabetical list, and then just said it, alphabet, here. And we were just like, okay, cool. Like,
yep. Someone was like, this is what we're following, and that's that. And we were just like, all right, bet, say less. Let me learn.
All right, this is the order. Gotcha. Yeah, what?
Less.
Somebody really said, I have control here.
No hesitation. Bro, seriously. I was like, I don't know who named them king, but for some reason we just followed along with it though.
Right? Like, wait.
I mean, can't complain if it's this if it's been this long.
Yeah, I mean, now we can, because like we're part of that system now. So but that's crazy, dude. Man, there's so much we talked about in this episode. I didn't think we were gonna branch off to this.
All from feet to dolphins and to Tupperware.
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 Okay, let me ask y'all a question,
What's
because
that?
my sister just sent something to me and my mom, so I just want to get y'all's opinions on, like, I know things don't have like timelines and like everybody's like on their own time, but my sister had this dance teacher. She was on the dance team in high school. And she just sent me and my mom a picture that the dance teacher got engaged. And apparently, they've been together since my sister was a freshman, so about 11 years, give or take. They've been dating for 11 years, and he just now proposed. So what are y'all's thoughts on like the gap of like not the gap, but like, what is your ideal, like, this is how I'd like to be together before I would like hope that you'd feel comfortable enough to pop the question.
Oh, so you're basically just asking like how long should it take for either
like what's
either
your breaking
partner
point where
to
you're
pop
like,
the
okay,
question?
like,
Okay.
yeah, like what's where you're like, okay, it's been way too fucking long, like, I want the commitment.
I don't know. At first, I used to think there was a limit, but then I don't know. JP's behind me asleep, but I think he's asleep. He's probably gonna be like, "What are you saying?" He's shaking his head. He's awake.
He's awake.
He's awake. Abort.
So his brother dated his wife for about, how long was it? How long did Junior date Kathy?
Just the fact that she immediately turned around, she's like, "Wait, how long?"
Let me get the facts right.
I love that when she turned, we could hear that the fact that she turned around to ask him. You could hear the echo.
Yeah. How long?
They dated for like 9-10 years, and then they got engaged, and I think they were engaged for a year or two. And then, well, now they're married. They got married in 2017. They were dating since like high school.
Yeah.
And
like,
then
my thing is like, okay, sorry, never mind. Keep going.
No, it's okay. My other sister-in-law, she dated her husband, I think 5 years, maybe less. They probably dated for about 2-3 years, and then they got engaged, and then married a year later. And then I don't know too much about my other sister-in-law, but she's been with her partner for the longest. That's all I know, is it's longer than everybody else. So that's
longer than everybody else.
A long time.
Yeah.
And I've been in a relationship for 8 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, like, I don't really see a limit. But as long as like it's not short.
I guess I mean it in like, because obviously you and JP were together in like school, and now you're like in your like 20s, early mid 20s, you know, like, but she's like 40 something. They've been together since she was like 30 something. Like, I'm talking on the timeline like older adults. Let me give you the context of how old she is.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm not talking about us right now, because like obviously we still have life to live, things to like pay for, shit to get together, like get settled, you know, like I'm not talking about people who like need to like get their lives together before they think about getting married. Like, you know, if you're together and you're getting your life together. But I mean in the sense of like older people who are like, you know, should be settled and, you know, in a place where, and I don't think that you have to get married like right away. Like, I mean, even if you're just engaged for a certain amount of years. But like, I don't know, to be together for 11 years and you're 30 something starting out, and now you're like 40 something and he's just now proposing, like that, I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, do you think in that situation, like, what do you think in that situation? Like, put yourself in that situation. If you're 30 something and like, you want, person is told like they want to be married and you guys are going toward the pathway of being engaged to being married to like being together in that life, but it takes them 11 years to do so. What do you think then? I guess. Like, how do you feel about it in that scenario? Like, what is your, like, if you're in that situation, like, how long would you want to be? Like, well, I hope that they propose soon, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, because I guess there's been a lot of like opinions, right? At least opinions that I've heard,
Mm-hmm.
especially within the family. Well, where they'll be talking about like different people's like relationships and like how fast one got married or how late one got married or something like that, right? So a lot of the opinions that I've heard is that, you know, you have like if you, especially in the older, like I get what you mean, like in the older ages, right? Like the older generation or um a lot of people have said that a certain family member has gotten married, you know. So like she, I guess she, cuz she got in touch with like an old friend and they started dating, and like in a span of like maybe like 4 or 5 months they got engaged. So a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's too early. Oh, they're going to find problems like really early in their relationship and then they're going to get
Mm-hmm.
divorced." Bada bing, bada
Yeah.
boom, they got divorced. Um so
Jeez.
a lot of those opinions have been spoken to me, especially from, you know, the family. And
Yeah.
so then it's just like ever since like I was young, they would be saying some shit like that around me. So it's like, okay, I don't make it my opinion, but I've noticed it in a lot of people that if they get married early, then they end up getting divorced down the line like pretty soon or separated.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
there's definitely a lot of opinion of that. But I mean there are people who make it, you know, they get
Yeah, of
they get
course.
married early and then, you know, they stick it out to the end, which is, I mean, props to you, fucking fantastic. Good job for
Yeah.
that. Um but there, like I said, there are people who just it's not working out. Um I guess for me, if it were me in that situation and if I were to go out with somebody, I wouldn't I would wait a little bit longer than, I don't know, maybe like a year, 2 years, probably. I would give it a max of like 4 years, and then right
Yeah.
there is like, okay, it's time, because clearly I've been with this person for 4 years, 4+ years, and I mean clearly I'm in love with them, so I want to make this a forever thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, of
obviously,
course.
like, you know, I'm still young. So
Yeah.
obviously I'm like, you know, I'll have my time at some point in my life. I'm not gonna like, you know, I'm not the type of
Yeah,
person
of course.
who likes to be pressured into relationships, especially coming from like grandparents and whatnot. Um, or, you know, other family members are like, "Oh, like where's the boyfriend? Where's the boyfriend?" Excuse you. First of all, maybe it's a woman.
First of all,
Hello.
exactly. Maybe it's a girlfriend. Thank you.
Excuse you. 2022. Get up to that
Exactly.
level now. Come on. Um, but you know, it's like, you know, that's why I haven't talked to my family a lot.
Yeah.
Because they don't really know my actual status. Um,
Yeah.
but no, it's like, you know, I've told, you know, like thankfully my mom and dad aren't the type of people who are like, "Oh, we need you married at this age." Um,
Yeah.
my mom especially will be like, "You take your time. Take as long as you need. I'm not going to pressure you to get into a relationship." Like, you know, she'll tell me like, you know, "I'm not going to pressure you to have kids if you don't want them." Or
Yeah.
that I want you to have kids like right now because I want my kid or like my grandkids. She's like, "I'm happy with what I've got. if you want to give me grandkids, that's completely fine. I'll be a happy grandmother, obviously. But
Yeah.
but you know, she always tells me like take your time. Don't
Yeah.
feel pressured, take your time. So
Hmm.
obviously, I've grown up with that in my mind, is taking my time.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
that's
rushing
how my
into
mom is.
things.
I mean, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be at least a few years to get to know the person, to, live with them and know how you guys function and operate and stuff like that. But
I
I don't know.
see.
I mean, if it's been talked about to the point where both of you were like, yes, like one day I want to get married, like with you,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
it's set in stone. Why do you need 11 years to do so?
Yeah, if it were me, I make it, my max number would be 4 years. If I've already gone through 4 years of the relationship and it's been great, and I know it's gonna be great going into the future, then
Mhm.
obviously I will start planning to pop the question around that
Yeah.
4 year ending thing. Um, and then,
Yeah.
obviously I found the right person. Like, that's how you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
If
exactly.
you've been with them 11 years, clearly you really, really love them. And
Yeah,
you've
obviously
shown
you want to be
your,
with them.
yeah, you've
Yeah.
shown your, I mean, obviously, like I said, for some people, it's, they don't want to feel pressured. So they take their
Yeah.
time. That's
Which
completely
is
fine.
totally fine. I just wanted like y'all's opinions.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
I
wouldn't
mean,
say
also let me
like,
preface like
go
you
ahead.
don't have to get married. Like I'm not asking this question as like, oh my God, like I it's
Oh,
taken
yeah.
that long and I can't believe that yada yada. Like no one has to get married.
Yeah.
And you can be with someone for years on end and you're
Mm,
basically married at that point. And I mean, I know the States, I don't know about other places. I know here, um, if you're with someone, like living with them and certain requirements, you're basically considered married under the law.
yes.
Yeah, it's
Um,
called
I
common
think,
law.
without
yeah, I think here
Yeah,
as
common
well.
law, that's what it's called. But so like I'm not like over here like, oh my God, like I can't believe like it's taken that long.
I can see why when people are
And
younger, they wait a long time because, I mean, you see that person grow and you learn more about each other and you
yeah,
learn how to like do it together and whatnot. But when you're older, like a lot older, and you've got yourself figured out, that person's got themselves figured out. And after like, I guess, like Kat said, like the first 1 to 4 years, you guys figure out this system that you both like work with. When you're older, yeah. Um, well, I don't know why you would wait 11 years when you're older,
yeah,
but when you're
exactly. Like what are
younger,
you
you're
waiting?
still getting yourself figured out.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, I'm just asking what y'all's opinions are about all of that, just because, like, I know how old she is and, like, how long they've been together. And it's like, I don't know, if you see yourself in an 11-year relationship, you obviously relationship. So why did you not propose in half the time? If you were like already going to, like, if y'all were like on the wavelength of like one day married, like, I
I
mean,
mean,
obviously, I don't know their life. I don't know if he's been trying to ask and she's been saying no. Like, obviously, I don't know, but like,
that could be in the
I mean,
question too, yeah, and that sometimes happens.
yeah, like they're just like, no, not yet, not yet, not yet. And now she's finally like, yes, okay. And it's been 11 years. And, like, I don't know their story. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just from the information I have, I guess the question like kind of popped into my head. Like, I know there's other circumstances and situations and things like that. But putting it on a basis of like, you've been together for 11 years, you're this old, there's this, that, and that on the table. And I mean, I know some people propose without talking about it with their partners, which I think personally is really fucking stupid because, like, you should know what your partner wants. If they don't want to get married, you don't want to propose to them. You're going to say no, obviously. Um, so I would think because he asked, they've talked about it. So I'm just like, 11 years. I don't know. Me personally, I don't see myself, if it's been talked about and we're that old and whatnot, I don't see myself waiting 11 years for them to propose in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, I'd give it like a good few years to like let us get to know each other, have our time together. Like, I mean, not saying like when you get married, like you can't get together, like, family, yada yada, all that. Anyways, but like you have time to just be yourselves. Like there's no, like you said, pressure, like of all of that. Like it's just you two. You're just in a relationship. You know, you're feeling each other out. You're spending time together, and you know, you're getting to learn. And I'm an avid believer in living with someone before you're married to them,
Oh,
because
yeah.
you could marry them and then you live with them and you're like, I fucking hate you. Like I hate
Yeah.
everything you do when you're home. Like, so
After watching my parents'
I do
marriage,
think a few
I'm a firm
years.
believer of that because their marriage, they have. I'm a firm believer as well as in if if you and your partner are not happy while being married, don't stay together just for the kids.
Exactly. I
I'm a
am
firm
firm
believer in
believer in that
that
as well.
Oh yeah.
because uh I have lived as my parents. I think my mom's told me they've stayed together for us, and I, after growing up with it, and then knowing or telling her, hey, like, here's this option. You know, we could be me, you, my brother, and whatnot. But no, she's still in love with him, and it's their marriage doesn't really help us. So
Yeah.
if you can be happier apart, do it. It'll make everybody around you
Yeah.
happier.
Yeah. Just because you're still in love with someone doesn't mean you should stay with them. And parents often are like, let's stay together for the kids. And then the kids are extremely unhappy
Oh yeah.
because
Oh,
all they're doing
yes.
is fighting, and the kids hear it. And then it's like, at this point, like, no. Like, I know one
Mhm.
of my friends, her parents were having a lot of problems, and she straight up told them, she was like, if y'all are happier, like, please get a divorce. And I was like, oh,
I've had to sit
but
down with
I
my
totally
mom.
agree.
I was like, hey, like, you're unhappy, we're unhappy. If you want, we don't have to stay here. We can be me, you, and my brother go to get an apartment. I'll go work with you, and I'll just go with you every day and whatnot. We can make it work. And
Yeah.
she was like, I'll think about it. But when she says that, it's usually no, it's not gonna happen. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
Yeah.
But no, don't put it out on your kids. Like you might not think that it doesn't like project onto the kids, but it does. It
It
projects. They see it.
absolutely does.
They see it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't
They
think they
see it,
do,
they hear it, they feel it. Yep.
mm-hmm,
Yeah. I am
don't do that.
very happy. It sounds fucked up. And if they ever hear it, I'm sorry, but I'm very happy that my parents got married. At this point in time, if they're ever in a room together, it's because I'm there. And very rarely are they not in a room, or like very rarely are they in a room together where I'm not civil. And
Mm-hmm.
like even sometimes when I'm in the room, it's not civil, even though I know they try to make it civil for me. And like talking to one of them about the other, and the other one is like my dad, no offense to my mom, is not as bad as my mom. Like he'll still say some things, like they talk about each other obviously, but my mom loves to call people out of their names. So it's really fun hearing her talk about my dad. I love it. I'm just sitting there like, bro, like me and my sister told my mom, because she's done it to both of our dads. We're like, shut up, stop. Nope, don't want to hear it. Shut the hell up. Nope, stop it. But yeah, no, it's because of personal things that I'm not gonna like talk about. Some stuff happened. You guys know, but I'm not gonna like air it out because that's my business, and
Yeah.
whatever. Who knows needs to know. But because of that situation, my dad told me that like my mom has not talked to him since like, I'll just say before I left. You guys know what I mean. Before I left, my mom has not talked to my dad since then. That's 6 months
Dang.
for anyone
Yeah.
keeping count.
Yeah.
And the only reason that they've talked recently is because my birthday is next week.
Oh man.
That's it. That is the only reason. That I don't even know who reached out to who. Also, I feel like it was my dad, not gonna lie. But so yeah, I am very happy that they didn't get engaged or married. They did get engaged, but they didn't get married because that would have been a whole thing. So I too am an avid, firm believer for not sticking together for the children. Cause
Also, if like, okay, so if you do not like your spouse, do not talk about it with your kids, or at least at a young age,
please,
or don't shit talk.
please.
Because my dad, I think, for as long as I remember, I didn't think. Look, I didn't think it was a big issue because it was so regularly talked about until like I got older and I realized what was going on and what the word meant.
Yeah.
Anytime my parents would bicker at each other, and then I'd have to go to the store with my dad, he would call my mom a bitch. And he would tell me, he
Wow.
would be like, "Your mom's such a bitch," blah 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 blah. Blah. And I'd be like, "I'm little. I'm very little. I'm probably like 6, 7 years old." And this was
Dude,
frequent. This was very frequent to
that's
where I didn't think
absolutely
it
ridiculous.
was. I didn't think it was a problem. I thought this is how parents normally talk to each other. So it
Yeah.
was like I didn't think anything of it. And then I got older. I started realizing what it meant, but in my mind, still, I thought this is how parents talk to each other. Until I obviously had went to my friends' houses and whatnot, and I was like, "Your parents don't cuss at each other, or no, not cuss at each other. Don't talk shit
Your
about each
parents
other.
don't hate each other?
Your dad likes your mom. What?"
Your parents are happy? That's crazy.
But
Poor
yeah, I didn't think
dad.
it was a huge issue, and I didn't tell my mom about it till I was 16, 17 years old. So about 10 years later, and
Yeah.
or 10 plus years later, just because I had no idea, and I was like too worried about how it would make my mom feel. But then I was like, no, like a bunch of stuff started happening, and I was like, no, my mom needs to know about all this stuff. This has happened before the events of said stuff.
Yeah.
But she's still in love with him, so
I mean, it'd be like that. The heart's a stupid bitch.
yeah.
The heart is a
So
dumb ass bitch.
if you talk shit
So,
about your spouse to your kids, um, and you're a jerk.
yeah, don't do that. It's fucked up. It fucks up the children, and it's not worth it. Just
So
don't stay with them for the kids. Don't talk shit about them to the kids. Just leave the kids out of it.
also,
Basically.
if you're wondering if your spouse talks smack about you, ask your children, "Hey, does your dad talk about me?" That should be a
Yup.
definite question.
That's an easy answer.
As I would have never told my mom, or probably would have told my mom if she asked me, because, like I said, it was so normal.
Yeah.
I didn't
You
think
just would have been like,
twice.
oh yeah, dad calls you a bitch all the time.
Yeah,
Just
like
chill
he
with
would.
it.
My God, over like it would be over simple stuff like the kitchen being all cluttered and whatnot, which is still like a huge like issue he has to this day, where he thinks that the kitchen is like super cluttered and whatnot. But yeah, he used to call my mom a bitch about it years ago.
That's crazy. Yeah, no. Never talk to the kids because it's just I don't know
Yeah,
why you would
especially
want to.
don't use them as like your
This
vent.
person's like 8 years old. Why are you
Yeah.
telling
Oh,
them
don't
shit
use them as your
about your
vent. Go get some
partner?
friends. Don't you
Don't
don't
don't use
Yeah,
your
adopt
don't
your
own
get
kids.
kids
friends. Get
as
a
a way
therapist.
to
Like,
vent
be
ever,
normal.
dude. Because if you do that, like if you do that, I don't whoever like is in the audience or like in listening or whatever. And I really hope none of you are doing it. But if you do that, you totally fuck up your kids. And you'll find
You
out
do.
Yup.
later in life because your kids are going to go against you one day. And then that's when
Yup.
you're going to feel it.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I haven't
Absolutely.
talked to my dad in months, especially because of some last stuff that happened between him and my mom, and obviously I was backing up my mom, so
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I haven't talked to him in months, and he hasn't tried contacting me about it either. So
Yeah. With my situation, like if it wasn't for my dad, I'd be talking.
yeah, if
So
it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be talking to my dad.
yeah. So the one that
Family.
really yeah, it's always the one that's very no filter. The one that ends up not being talked to, which I
Yes.
find hilarious. Cause like I like constantly hang out with my dad, constantly talk to my dad and shit, but like I have barely talked to my mom since that whole thing happened. While I was gone, since I've been back, it's been like a little bit, but like nothing. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
If anything, the last time my dad actually phone called me for anything was when we thought my mom was having a heart attack. And that was it. That's the only time he's ever called me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. She's okay. My mom is okay. Just that I'd like to
That's
put that out there.
good. That's great. Glad your mom is good.
Nobody worry about her. She's all right. She's all right.
It's all right.
Bueno,
She's
ladies.
We.
It is now
It's a time.
11:41.
I just thought I'd like to stretch it out, especially
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Spotify listeners and then the full edition YouTube version.
Yeah, so they get the full.
So we had a little bit issues in the
Non-chaotic.
beginning for Spotify listeners, and if you want the full version, or you want to listen to the full version, it's on Spotify. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's very chaotic, so I'd put a warning that I think we start off screaming or yelling because we're freaking out about about how it starts off. We were in the void. But yeah, everything's worked out now. We're ending it here. It's been well past 11:30. So thank you for allowing us to be part of your evening, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Is it me?
Yes.
Okay. Powerpuffs out. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
I almost said it, I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of wish you did.
I felt it in your, and like I think I saw your light turn green for a second, and I was like,
I breathed and I was like, it's not me, it's not me.
Anyways, Powerpuffs out.